Hello, beautiful people. Most welcome to the page here on GBC News. This is where we do chit-chatting. This is where we get those who matter when it comes to sports development to really tell us what is up their sleeves. And today, the chapter is on the upcoming, is it traditional wrestling? Let me put it this way. Traditional wrestling that has been codenamed the Otikitaka Bout. What really is this whole bout about? There is a storyline behind it, and the youth are just excited about this traditional sports, and they want to take it a notch higher. I think that everybody that will watch clips of this one will love to come and sit and really see it happening. And so remember, not long ago we celebrated our Heritage Month. What are some of the sporting disciplines that really brings us together, unites us, tells us a story? That is what we are going to talk about now. So I have the coordinator for the event coming up. Because it is his first time, and I know it will not be his last time, he will often visit us here. We'll give him that opportunity to introduce himself, and then we kickstart, and then you have a feel of what I'm talking about. And so, most welcome.
Thank you. And I must commend you for giving us this opportunity. I think this is the best way we can collaborate, especially coming out with something new and expecting that a few years, very few years from today, young men will be making gains out of it. I think this collaboration will go a long way to help all of us. So I thank you for having me in your studio.
Okay, so for the avoidance of doubt, tell us who you really are.
Okay, so my name is Borejinkpr Mufti, coordinator for the Shea Wrestling-Gh, program or initiative. Many people want to really know why we attributed it to the Shea, but this is coming from the north, and I keep saying that the Shea tree has been of great importance to the people of northern Ghana, and so this whole thing is a mashup of various concepts that seeks to achieve different broad objectives. We're looking at, but everything is woven around wrestling.
Okay.
But we're looking at environmental protection. We're looking at preserving our culture, which is, fast fizzling out, and then we really want to protect that. But to do all of this, we need something that people are really into, and that is wrestling. And wrestling is what defines every Northerner. Every Northerner, the other day I was saying, except the daddy bees. Then somebody say even the daddy bees will force them out of the house to engage them. Every Northerner has wrestled before. Ooh. Every Northerner. No, it's a must. Whether you like it or not, you must be involved in the sports. Look, we can all just be around on a normal day. Then somebody will just shout, "Couldn't catch the pole." Couldn't catch the pole simply means I have TZ, and all I'm looking for is soup. You understand? In the midst of young men, then somebody will respond, "Opunde," meaning here is soup. So meaning he has accepted the challenge. You throw a challenge, somebody will accept.
Just out of the blue.
Yes, then another will shout, "Tambra se tanyeji." Tambra se tanyeji means whoever floors the order, go and use him for either supper, breakfast, or lunch. So that is it. That is.
Hold your horses here. Let's bring you a flashback. Some of the things, how beautiful it looks like. The youth play it. The elderly play it, and the pros as well also play it. So let's go, and this happened here in Boli.
Yes.
So let's go to Boli and then bring you a flashback of this sport that we are talking about. Why the concept, the share thing. So if it's ready, let's have a feel of it, and then when we come back to the studio, you will tell us more about the story. There's another one. I wanted to flow. You see how excited this is for the youth one. There are two more that I want you to just have a feel of it so that we come. Okay, so this is the middle age one. Let's have a feel of it.
I want 7 years. I guess I should. No way. They just sounds a full trouble too. About the year, collect more about on 7 years, and so the castle about a little. I don't know. Sandra going to go with them. Who's the next ship?
So beautiful indeed. This is where we always get those who matter to really tell us, whoa, what a story, what a game.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, tell me more about this sport.
Yeah.
I saw them drum. You were trying to explain.
Yeah.
Why were they drumming?
Yeah. So, like I said, this whole sport, I will say, was inspired by the animal kingdom.
Okay.
The animal world is what inspired us. And we have to also say kudos to our hunters, because the hunters got this nice outdoor event and then brought it to the human world. So they watch the animals wrestle. They watch, you know, there are fights between, we have interspecifics. These are animals of the same species. Mm-hmm. So animals of the same species, the hunters will observe, and then also watch the ones between predators and prey and the prey. Mm-hmm. You understand? So they watch all of that, and then they try to bring them home. Now, for all the reasons animals wrestle, are the reasons we wrestle too. They wrestle for dominance. You know, he wants to be in charge of a particular territory, have the highest stake in that territory. This happens in the animal world. Mm. You understand? Or in the lion's kingdom, you know, the strongest has the females around him. So all these things happen, and so these are the same reasons so when we bring this, when they brought this back home, they said, fine, you don't go into war with this, but you can use this to prepare the younger ones. You know, let them grow as brave men. You know, engage them. And those days in the north, you know, when you give birth to the male child, they shoot a gun from the house just to say, yes, just so that a man has been born. So the process through which you grow is just towards making you a real person, a real man. And so you are engaged in some of these things, whether you like it or not. Wow. You have to be engaged in some of them. So yes, there are some other things that characterize the sports. And we have, that is the verbal war. We exchange words. And same happens in the animal world. You know, there are times that you hear the lion, you know, even the dogs, they engage each other before they start. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they will engage each other and then they leave. They don't do anything. Yes, hunters will tell us that the lion will always come back for revenge. So we call it rematch in our case. You know, when they beat you, you will come back again and ensure that, you know, you win that bout. So when a lion who was defeated in a previous fight meet the one who defeated him in the past, he will tell him, this is what the one who was defeated will tell him, that the oppressor must always be on alert when the oppressed is still alive. Because it's only the dead that cannot bite. I like it. You understand? So
I saw the crowd, the joy.
Yeah.
Is this sport seven or has been seven as a bond of unity, cohesion, networking? Is that something that it portrays as well?
Precisely, that is what we do. We have realized that the world has changed so fast. And like I said, this thing has been existing till somewhere mid-90s. Then it fizzled out. Then the John Cena's took over. And so the younger ones now do not even have a fair idea what this whole thing about.
Okay.
Those days, there's one area that will organize, go to another area. In one community or nearby communities, we'll just organize and then just to enhance unity. That is what we used to do. Then all of a sudden it went out. Then we felt that no, as originators of wrestling, we are people of Northern descent, originated wrestling. And ours is so interesting because those in other African countries, they commonly practice the bull wrestle. But we do the bull wrestle, we do the lion wrestle, and we do the python wrestle. As people of Northern descent in Ghana, we do all of this. So meaning it originated. So why have we left it all of a sudden? That countries like Senegal are making millions of dollars out of it. Countries like Niger and the rest, they are all making money out of it.
Dominating when it comes to the
exactly.
And
so
Ghana,
that is what we have revived.
Wow. So where was the share thing coming from? Why do you use that?
The share identifies, like it's attributed to Northerners.
Okay.
The very day you are born, your connection or your relationship with the shea product starts.
Okay.
Shea butter is smeared on you. They use the shrubs, its roots, the bark of the tree, prepare herbs and bath you with it. You understand? The Northern woman relies on shea to help the home economically. And this is our cocoa. We call it the cocoa of the North. And lately, due to environmental degradation, it's been attacked seriously. And it's something we really want to kick against. Okay. And so if there's any tree we want to protect at this point in time in the North is the shea tree. So we decided to just name it the Shea Wrestling because there's that connection between every Northerner and the shea product.
So now that this one, where really do you want to take this to? Because I know here in Accra we have the Wrestling Association.
Exactly.
How do you intend galvanizing more support, reviving this, bringing it back to where it used to be?
All right. So the Shea Wrestling has started in Savannah.
Okay.
We moved around, had zonal bouts in about 7 districts in Savannah region.
Ooh.
We had a grand finale, and that grand finale has produced champions who are waiting. Right after fasting, we are entering Northern region.
Okay.
Will have their zonal bouts, produce their champions at a grand finale. Northeast, that is the Mampugu area, will go to Upper West, Upper East. The 5 regions, this is where wrestling originated from. In December, we are having the Shea Festival. And it's going to be an annual ritual. That's what we are looking at. So the Shea Festival will bring together all the 5 regions to Tamale. That's where we have a sports stadium, probably that can take a huge crowd. The maiden edition will be this year. Now, what we'll have there will bring all Northerners together. You people call us one people, you call us Pepe 4, you think we are one. We have Gonjas, we have the Gombes, but the Southerners think we are one people. They just call us Pepe Ana and Tafo, and that ends it. So, but we've never had a platform that brings us together as one people. So we feel that this is the right platform because we wrestle in Savannah, we wrestle in Northern region, Northeast, Upper West. So we all do this thing. So it's the kind of festival that annually will bring us together to come and then wrestle to further enhance the unity that has been existing between us. So that is how it's going to be like. Now the champions that we will have from the Shea Festival every year, we will prepare them for the ECOWAS traditional wrestling tournament in Senegal. That is what we're looking at. And this thing is going to remain. It's not going to be like there's a tournament and that is why we start training. Already in Savannah, the Damba Festival will be in soon. Bolewura wants a bout arranged for his Damba. Bupeura wants him and all of that. So we want to make sure that it's paying, it's rewarding, just like footballers are being paid. This is on so that young men will train all year round for games outside the country. What we observe is that we only prepare people to go out there to go and defend Ghana when there is a game. But we want to make it something that is very consistent. At least every month there should be something going on. With this, with what we are doing with the Shea Wrestling thing, all year round we'll have content. but it shouldn't end there. Within Savannah, we'll still have some petty programs that will engage the Shea wrestlers. In Northern region, we'll have some petty programs that will still engage them. Apart from the general ones, we'll be having that. So basically, we are going to consider greatly pushing the economic component so that young men, when they start making something out of it, others will encourage their wards to get into it, because we have a lot of strong men in the north, and then we want them to make money out of this game.
Will this gathering and this platform also promote the growing of shea trees, because of what right now the extension you talked about?
Exactly.
And other activities. So are we going to see something like tourism, business, sports, do stuff? Tell the whole world more about the benefits of the shea, why the modern day youth can take advantage of the share, more things, get the business people to really see if there will be any investment opportunities here and there. Then the sports aspect, because sports is life.
Exactly.
And so those who participate in, these are the prizes. These are the things you'll be getting every day. He gets something, he goes back home, feeds the family. Is that something we are going to see in the bigger picture?
That is precisely why we have even revived it. Because with the share side, we are partnering some NGOs who are into, environmental protection.
Okay.
And so anytime we have a gathering, this sport brings people together. It brings a lot of people together. So we bring them to come and educate the numbers that are present, because it's our own people who are attacking the trees. You understand? So we bring the NGOs who are into it to come and then educate our people on how relevant that product or those trees are, and the fact that we need to rather preserve them instead of, like, let's say, indiscriminately harvesting them, and which in the long run will affect our people. So these things happen, but we all know the share has even hit the global market now. People are demanding for share products, and the level at when we were growing up, the level at which the patronage was just so low. But now organizations have even stationed themselves in the north, and they are buying share products, meaning it's of relevance. And now that we need to rather protect them, that is the time we are attacked.
So and then the other one, with our members of parliament, our leaders, the business community, most of them, how are you conscientizing them for them to come on board and make this a very, very unique brand?
I keep telling them, and anytime I get the opportunity, I tell them, look, we can't all be teachers. We can't all go to parliament. The classroom, in fact, is not fit for everyone. We have other people who have been gifted naturally with the strengths. You saw one young man, 7 years, very skinny but skillful wrestler. We have the shark. We have a lot of young men who have this strength. And other people have equal strength and are making millions of dollars in Senegal, in Niger, in Gambia, in Nigeria. And we have same people here. And you think we should just let them go waste? At least they can also make something out of this and take care of people. Not even their immediate family. Take care of some more people. So the attention that has been given to football, I think, should be given to this one too. And make it a all year round thing. And that is the challenge we are putting before our people. We as an organization will do our best to promote it and push it, but we need them to bless it. We need them to see how they can push corporate institutions into it. The journey is on. I told you we are done with Savannah. We are moving to Northern Region. They should come on board because we are moving. We are not stopping. With the last, sweat, we shall push it. But when they come on board, they make corporate institutions recognize that, no, this is becoming big. And you see the numbers. I'm not the one to tell you.
Yes, I
you understand.
It's
and
just
I'm telling you that anytime, regardless the amount you place, they will enter.
They will, because
they will come and then pay and enter. The excitement is there.
2023, Ghana will be hosting the African Games. There's wrestling involved. Is there a plan getting ready, and how are you going to link up with the the Accra Association, the Wrestling Association, and then the Ministry of Youth and Sports. Honorable, I salute you this morning. I know you're doing the watching. Honorable Mustafa Yusuf, recently you had a baby. I salute you. I haven't said it, but I've said it today. And thank you very much for all that you are doing. I know you are watching us, and so you come on board. How are you doing all this? Getting the NSA, everybody on board?
What we want to do is to prepare ourselves, prepare a solid team. They are called the Shea Wrestlers of Ghana. And at a point, we'll even tell the big men in Accra to leave it for us. We'll get them people to represent Ghana
at the African
any day, anytime. I'm telling you, we have the men. When I say we have the men, we have the men. But to the sports minister, we'll be visiting him soon. We don't want to rush. We want him to really know what we are doing. He is an ordner, fortunately for us. And one legacy he can leave for his people is to ensure that this sport becomes so big. He supports the Shea Festival. You know, like I said, we are running around. We'll do the internal bouts, have a general one that will include all the 5 regions in the north. He's an ordner. And if he makes sure this is institutionalized, it becomes an annual ritual. If he leaves office someday, when we are talking about a sports minister and a ordner who came to make sure this has come to stay, his name will be mentioned. And so he should put it in his books. But officially we'll visit him because the roadmap is there, and then we have a plan on how to let this stay. We have a plan on how to let this pay, because the paying aspect is very important. The young man could have been doing something different that will fetch him money. So if you are engaging him here and make sure he trains to represent Ghana and also make money, he has to be training consistently like it happens in other parts of the world. And that is what we look at. So consistency comes with remuneration. When they get something, some stipends out of it, certainly they will consistently train, and that is how we'll get champions from Ghana.
Wow, interesting and insightful. How time runs fast. I wish we could stay here and talk more, because but this will not be the last time I'll be getting you here. We'll get you to give us constant updates with progress you've made so far, and I want to commend you and your team for doing a good job. Please keep on doing it. I know it will pay. So all my Muslim brothers out there, I know the Ramadan stuff
it's almost over.
It's almost over. I know you guys have done well. Continue praying for the grace of God, and so that Allah continues to bless you and increase you, so that you can get us more, because I know the future of Ghana is the youth. So if we manage to do it very well, whilst the South are playing football, the North is giving us the strong men.
Exactly. At least our representation in the national team with football is about 5%.
But if you even look at our football and the names, most of them, the big ones, the one that's really some are from the north, and we can't forget about
but the representation is what I'm talking about. So let's also own this one.
One of our jewels is Isaku.
I know, I understand. I understand. But what I'm saying is that
I salute you.
So that's Honorable's chap. Yes.
So you see, so there are so many things you guys said there, and we pray that we'll get more time to talk about it and explore, so that at least we develop that side too. So thank you very much once again. So the competition is on. If you know you are in that area, please get ready. The Otikitaka Bout.
It's in Accra. The Saturday. At the Kaokudi Park.
It will be happening until the Accra event taking place. Kaokudi Park, please, and try and pass by and see on Saturday. Please come. And then let's see the strong one, and then let's do it. Thank you very much, Mufti, for your time. Thank you also for doing the watching.
Let me also commend the Gunja community chief in Accra. You know, the bout was named after him. Otikitaka Onama. You understand? That is the meaning. And then he and his sub-chiefs are really supporting in this regard. So we thank him. And the leadership of Gonjaland Youth Association, led by lawyer Osman, they are doing well to ensure it happens. And our very own Hazia Fusena, the queen of our area, the Gonja community in Accra.
Hazia, we salute you.
And I thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure having you. And please, let's make sure, just the day of Ramadan, let's come. Let's have a feel of it. Let's enjoy it. That's all for the page. For today, the page is 10 same time tomorrow. Bye for now.